From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On the double. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. A solid stiff arm. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's... and he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Lance. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. The 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 17-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 87 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point,
and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Steps away. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And returning right back to Boykin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Lance looking to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Off of play action, here's Lance. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ultra.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle with Barkley. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So with their heads held high, what a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. They go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
I'm the best, as you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott to throw it. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he is going to